Last time, on Drawing My Butt Off, Chris Crazyhouse took his love of Japanese superhero shows and 80s Soul Train dancers to create an all-new character in his sketchbook. Now, he must recreate the character in a digital art format before Thursday night's broadcast. Can he get it done in time? Find out on tonight's episode of Drawing My Butt Off. Hey everyone, this is Chris Crazyhouse and I'll be drawing my butt off. Hopefully you enjoyed my little imitation of those old Toonami Dragon Ball Z intros for this video. But I just wanted to do something funny for the second part of this drawing that I've been continuing from last week. So if you were here last week, last Thursday night, you saw me create an all-new character called KEISHA-RAI the Digital Samurai, and I drew it in my sketchbook and colored her in, and just finished off with some inks. And this week I'm going to be doing another version of the character, but I'll be doing it digitally. So I will draw it in Sketchbook Pro, and then I will take that into Adobe Animate, and I will do the inks and the colors and the effects as well. So that's what we'll be doing tonight, folks. I hope you will join me. If you have any questions about any technique that I use, feel free to ask and let me know in the live chat or the comment section. I very much appreciate any feedback that you can give me. And if you just want to hang out, listen to music, and watch me draw and create this thing from scratch, you are also welcome to do that as well. So we will be getting started here tonight. As always, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Let everyone know how much you enjoy my drawing videos every Thursday night, and also share it with anyone that you think that would be inspired by this type of work. And as always, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more art videos and animation, and also conversations and posts about what's going on in pop art. So we will get started just in a few moments, and I'm going to hit that intro and we'll dive right in. First, we're going to do just the drawing part, and then you'll see me do the inks, and I'll showcase how it looks in black and white. And then we'll have a little interlude, and then I will do the colors after that. So let's start off with just the pencils first, and let's get it going, folks. KEISHA-RAI Digital Samurai, getting down with some action, fighting a monster. Let's go. So here we are at the interlude section of my drawing my butt off video, and we are doing KEISHA-RAI, like I said before, in a more action type setting where she's actually fighting a monster. And for those who want to know, the concept that I came up for with the monster also is based somewhat off of watching Japanese superhero shows like Super Sentai or Power Rangers or Kamen Rider. So just those weird looking monsters that you would see on those shows that the heroes would fight, I wanted to make it look a little bit more menacing. And the concept in my mind is almost kind of like I guess you could say like a mollusk or like a crab or something like that. So like the exterior part has some hard shell to it, but there's some soft fleshy parts in the middle, like whereas the head pops up with that big eye and maybe around the mouth, and underneath the tentacles he'll have some more fleshy bits. And I'll do it in 2 different tones at the end, so that way you can tell the difference between its hard shell and the more fleshy parts of the creature. So obviously the fleshy parts will probably be more vulnerable for attacks, especially when Keisha uses her light sword. And you can already see one arm is already halfway cut off. So next, I will be doing all the colors for the characters, both Keisha and the monster. And I'll be adding some lighting effects as well, and then doing the background will probably be the very last thing. And the background I'm going to keep pretty simple and kind of make it look like they're in like a digital grid setting, kind of like those shows like VR Trooper or Cyber Samurai. So I'm kind of going with that type of concept. So fighting this monster in the digital world, and that's what we'll be doing next. As always, folks, if you want to support this channel, go ahead and subscribe and like the video. But you can also support the channel financially by going to my online store. And on my online store, it contains all of my coloring books, comic books, graphic novels, posters, and stickers. They're all available now on my online store, and I will post the links to that in my description box as well as the comment section. Another way to support the channel is to become a Patreon. On my Patreon is $5 a month, and that very much helps me in the long run for creating more projects like this, but you also get something in return. I never like to just ask for money and not give my fans anything for supporting me financially. So on the Patreon, you will get exclusive coloring pages as well as digital art that you can download for your computer, laptop, or your mobile phone. And I've also started doing clip art as well that you can download and use in any way you see fit. I'll be putting out some pretty soon for Easter, and I usually do my Patreon updates on Sunday afternoon. So by Monday morning, you have some brand new content on my Patreon every week. So even though you're paying $5 a month, you get new content at least once a week. Okay, so that's what we got on my Patreon right now. There's some new digital artwork on there that you can download. There's some Black women clip art that you can download and use if you want to make your own greeting cards, just print the art out or use it in any type of digital content you want to create. That is fine by me. You paid for it, so I have no problem with you using it in that way. So those are the 2 ways you guys can support me. And as always, I'll be doing a little ad for my Naturally Cute Fantasy coloring book. You guys can get that now either on Amazon or you can buy it personally from me. So if you want to go to my digital store or just buy it on Amazon, either way is fine by me. It helps any way you can, and it, you know, some people like to go to Amazon because they can get it delivered quicker. Some people like it directly from me because I sign the work personally, so that way you have my autograph as well. So I'm going to play that ad, and then we will get right back to doing KEISHA-RAI, doing all the colors, and we'll see the final version in the end. So let's play that ad for Naturally Cute Fantasy and get right back into coloring, folks. Let's go. Alright folks, here it is, the final version of KEISHA-RAI the Digital Samurai fighting this weird bluish and fleshy colored tentacle crab monster in the digital landscape. Here it is. I hope you guys enjoy the final version. For the crab, like I said before, I made sure to make him two-toned so you can see that some parts of him, the blue part is his armor plating, and the more pinkish orange parts underneath is more like flesh, and I guess you could say more vulnerable. And I added made sure you can see like he has like a mouth there that's trying to eat Keisha as she's fighting him, and he has some of his tentacles wrapped around her, but she's already cut one of them off and is dripping some green goo out of it after she cut that tentacle off. And you can see she's in her battle pose. I added some lighting effects to the fuchsia pink colored parts of her armor, just to show that it's kind of glowing a little bit, as well as the glow from her sword. And I think the costume actually looks pretty good in digital. I was worried about how it would turn out after drawing it traditionally, and I was worried about how it was going to look in a digital format, but I think this actually came out pretty well in the end. So I'm glad you guys joined me. As always, I have a lot of fun doing these videos and showcasing my talent, as well as just showcasing my art and talking with you and chatting with you in the live chat and in the comments later on in the week. I always appreciate. So once again, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next Thursday. I don't know what the drawing is going to be just yet. It'll probably be something in my sketchbook, just because I'm trying to save time on doing digital stuff just for work, because I have some work projects that I need to get done within the next 3 months. So, join me next week and you'll see what I draw traditionally, and we will do more of that. And I hope you come back for more Chris Crazy House drawing my butt off. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys next Thursday night at 7:30 Central Time. So, as always, make sure you sub to the channel, and make sure you like this video and spread it around to as many people as you can, and hopefully they enjoy it. And if you want to follow me on my other social media platforms, all you gotta do is look in the description. You'll see me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook as well. Anyway, guys, see you guys next week, and thanks again for joining me. Chris Crazy House signing out. Peace.